Okay, YouTubers, this is The Angry Prepper. So today's video, guys, we're going to talk about it doesn't matter what's happening, just prepare. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is because obviously we should stay in tune to what's going on around the world and in the country. We need to, guys, stay in tune to what's going on. We need to stay abreast of what's going on. But we don't need to focus on it to the point where we're making ourselves sick. We, guys, are preppers. This is why we prepare. We just got to keep preparing to try to figure out why food plants are burning down. It doesn't fucking matter anymore, guys. There's a plan. There clearly is a plan, and we know what the plan is. We're watching it unfold, and yet we are still conspiracy theorists until it unfolds. But by the time this thing unfolds to the public and they catch on, it'll be too late for them. They are poisoning our waterways and land every chance they get. In 2022 or 2021, guys, there were, I'll show you the map. This map here shows you how many chemical spills we've had throughout the country. Now, some were small and almost insignificant, and others were big. Now, the thing that happened in Manhattan, that's probably going to be considered a chemical spill. All right? So you have to take some of them with a grain of salt, but others were serious. And I know some of you know the ones that happened, especially like the East Palestine, Ohio incident. And we've had others, the one in Arizona, Tucson, right? So and that was recent. We've had so many last year and the year before. And this year alone, we've had, I think, 20. And we're only in March. So with that, guys, clearly there's something going on. Clearly they're trying to poison the land and the water so that they can fit us into these 15-minute cities. We know this. This is something that we do not need to be concerned about. We need to be concerned about it when it comes time to fight. But before we get to that point, all we can do, guys, is prepare. Just keep preparing. Never mind what the fuck's going on. Like I said, stay in tune. Know that this is happening. Know that that's happening. But it doesn't matter why it's happening. It really doesn't matter anymore. Because we all saw this coming for years. And now it's happening. And all we could say is, well, I'm ready. And I'm going to keep getting ready until I can't get ready. Now, yes, guys, this is good conversation piece to figure out why it's happening. I do give you that. I do understand that we should talk about, you know, what events it's going to lead up to if certain things keep happening. That makes sense too. But we shouldn't worry ourselves into a fucking coma. We shouldn't worry ourselves till we give ourselves a heart attack or a stroke or an ulcer. We shouldn't worry about any of that. We shouldn't worry that hard. What you should be worried about is you have enough food, water, and supplies to last however long this is going to last. And this is seemingly, guys, going to last a very long time. The food supply shortage that, you know, I know a lot of supermarkets are still seeing. My buddy who works in the supermarket is still saying that he's not getting the adequate amount of shit that he's ordering, if at all getting any orders. And so with that, he's looking at this is ongoing. I went into a store around the neighborhood here, and I'm looking at the shelves, and they're still bare. At least the bread shelves is. Since COVID, the bread shelves never come back, and it seems like it's getting worse each week. Each week, there's less bread to choose from. The eggs, at least here in New York City, still doing good. I can go into any supermarket, and there are a plethora of eggs to choose from, but we shall see what that might look like in another 6 months. Gotta wait. But again, don't care. What I'm doing? Buying freeze-dried eggs. And I know freeze-dried eggs are super expensive now, especially in light of what's going on with the eggs. Nonetheless, still buying them. Because that's my solution. My solution is to look at my solution, guys, is I look at the problem, I go, well, I need a solution. Simple. We look at the problem, guys, and we go, well, we need a fucking solution, and we come up with the solution. If you live in East Palestine, Ohio, your solution at this point is to fucking move. But if you live anywhere else where the water's tainted, you go, all right, hopefully it rains. I'll order water for as long as I can. I'll process water. I'll filter water as best as I can. I know a lot of that water in East Palestine and areas like that, you cannot filter that shit out. You can't boil it. You can't distill it. Distillation, sorry. Can't do any of that shit with it. It's called forever chemicals for a reason. So you're going to have to look elsewhere for water, possibly the sky when it rains, right? Have a rain barrel, collect water. And while you're collecting water, continue going to the supermarket and buying water from the stores from there. And I know that's not a better option. That's not a great option, but it's a better option than groundwater at this point. Depends on where you live. But again, that map I showed you earlier, guys, That map is them poisoning all of this country as best as they can to mitigate or to minimize us living on land, because they know that a lot of us are going to do that. Well, we're not going to go to the 15-minute cities. We're going to go to the fucking woods. We're going to have a farm. We're going to do X, Y, and Z. Well, what are they doing? They're making sure they affect those areas so you can't live off of it. You can't grow anything. Right? Nonetheless, guys, we have to come up with a solution. It's the bottom line. Again, worrying about why it's happening and why they're doing this to us and sounding nothing short of a bitch is not what preppers do. We don't sound like bitches. We fucking move forward. We come up with solutions. And that's why we fucking get prepared. And that is why not focusing on the problem so much as the solution. You find out what the problem is, you come up with a solution. That's what we do. That's always what we've done. That's what I've learned. That's what I've learned from other preppers. Fucking problem, solution, and there you go. You're on your fucking way. Guys, the name of the game is to also drive us crazy and drive us to a point that we get sick from worrying too much. This is what they want to do. This is part of the plan. If you look at all the studies coming out about worrying, anxiety, anger, and all this other stuff that's built into society today to get us sick so that we have these strokes, we have these heart attacks, so they eliminate us a little bit at a time. That's probably like the conspiracy theory grand scheme, using our emotions against us to get us sick. This is what they want. But as preppers, this is what we don't do. We don't get overly emotional. We figure out the problem. If, guys, they can put a man on the moon, if they have us going to Mars, if Apollo 13 figured out how to get themselves back to this planet, back to Earth, we can figure out how to make our lives a lot easier or a little better with all of this shit that's going on. Anyway, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.